Hello, welcome. So today we're going to be looking at r/best of Redditor updates, and this one apparently has been quite popular in the past, and it's an update to it, but I've never read it here, so we're going to do that today. Yay! If that sounds like something you're interested in, then please do stick around and enjoy, and don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Thank you. Okay, so we do have some trigger warnings for this, and I'll read them at the start because then you can decide now if you want to stay or not. Possible domestic violence, financial abuse, divorce, and neglect. So if that's something that you cannot deal with, feel free to go and check out one of the other videos. I've got quite a few now. I don't know if you've noticed. But yeah, don't upset yourself on behalf of just listening to me ramble like an idiot for the next 20 minutes. So this one was posted by Choice Evidence 1983. The title is, Am I the Butthole for telling my wife that I'm tired of raising a kid that is not mine, plus a 1-year update. Choice Evidence is not the original poster. The original poster is on the screen, originally posted to Am I the Butthole? Let's get into it, and don't forget those trigger warnings. I'm telling you now, if you can't deal with it, do not stay. I will be very mad at you. So it was originally posted May 19th, 2023. I, 31M, am married to my wife Amber, 30F. We have a daughter, Emma, 7F. The problem is my wife's best friend, Jennifer, 30F, has a daughter as well, Harper, 7F. Well, Harper's dad is a lazy sack of crap and refuses to do anything with his daughter. He is the type of guy that brags about how he never changed a diaper. Those type of men are gross. Jennifer and Harper are usually at Amber and my house on the weekends because Harper's dad is drinking and watching sports all weekend. Of course he is. On Saturdays, I normally spend a day with my daughter because I don't see her as much as I want to during the weekend. However, with Harper being there every Saturday, anything I do with Emma I have to do with Harper. Take Emma to the zoo, it's Emma, Harper and I. Taught them both how to ride bikes, takes them both to dance class, take them both to kids salon, and so on. Really sounds like Jennifer could do with just dropping that useless so-and-so, because what is the point of him? If he's just sitting around, doing nothing, not actually getting involved with his own kid, what's the point in her actually being in a relationship with him? Anyway, Mother's Day was the last straw. I took both of them to dance class Sunday morning. Amber and I also pay for both dance classes because Deadbeat won't. On the way home, Emma asked if we could stop to get something for Mum for Mother's Day. I said sure, but then it ended up I had to buy something for Harper for her mum as well. On the way home, I just kept thinking, why am I buying someone else's wife a Mother's Day gift? That's his job. Yeah, literally. A few days later, because I did not want to ruin Mother's Day, I told my wife that I'm tired of raising Harper. Her real father needs to step up. I'm tired of it taking away time that I get to spend with Emma. She said that Jennifer is her best friend and we need to be there for Harper. Okay then, Amber, so you take Harper out while OP takes his daughter out. You know? And then yeah, sometimes OP could take Harper with them, but if he doesn't want to do it all the time, how about you and Jennifer take Harper out and let OP go out with Emma on his own? Problem solved. Now she is not speaking to me and sleeping in the guest room, so am I the butthole? No, not at all. Just wanted to add some updates to questions I see. Emma and Harper are best friends. It was my idea to spend Saturday with Emma. I work more during the week, so I wanted to spend Saturday with Emma and give my wife a bit of a break. We pay for things because Jennifer's husband thinks it's a waste of money to pay for dance class, and Jennifer can't afford to pay by herself. Jennifer really needs to sort her shit out. I'm sorry, but she really does. Because yeah, she can sit there and say, oh, my husband won't do it, and my husband's useless. But Jennifer, you're the one who is allowing him to continue treating you this way. My love, I know it's hard to leave, and especially when you have kids, but what is he actually providing in your life other than a headache? Jennifer and Harper do things with Amber and Emma 1 or 2 times a week during the weeknights. Verdict, not the butthole. Comments, where's Harper's mum in all this? OOP, just hanging out at our place. Harper started to come along because I thought it would be mean to take her friend and not her. At the start, it was not all the time like it is now. Honestly, I feel like OOP saying all this to Amber is pretty useless. He needs to go straight to the source. He needs to go to Jennifer and say, look, I appreciate that you're having problems, but you do need to sort this out yourself, because I cannot keep doing this all the time. And I, quite frankly, do not want to and should not have to, because I don't think Amber's going to tell Jennifer you've said any of this, by the way. I don't think she's going to. So, your wife probably enjoys hanging out child-free with a friend every weekend. If your wife doesn't agree to friend-free days, maybe the mum should start needing to attend the outings too. I don't understand why Harper's mum isn't at least driving kids to dance since you pay for it, etc. OOP. Our house is on the way to dance, so she comes here first. I also like going to dance. It's kind of fun being the only dad there. And after class, we have our routine of going to the local bakery and getting a croissant and some smoothie for breakfast. Are the gifts and things you spend on her getting paid back to you? OOP. The short answer is no. The longer version is Amber and I make a decent amount more money than Jennifer and her husband does not like to waste his money on the kid. He's quite happy to waste it on booze though, isn't he? Jennifer cannot afford to pay us back, so any money I spend on her kid, I know we are not getting back. 7 years in and you've set the expectation, and Harper is not going to understand your withdrawings, so, for taking 7 years to decide that this was an issue. OOP. I see what you're saying, but it's gradually gotten to this point over 7 years. Part of it is that she is here more now than when she was younger. Part of it, as Emma has gotten older, we do more involved things. When they were 3, we just went to the playground down the street. Now, it's trips to the science centre. Yeah, I can totally see how this could have crept up on the OP, to be fair. I definitely think that that's a possibility. And like the OP says, when they're really little, you very rarely take them anywhere that's really expensive, because A, if they decide they're going to be a little demon spawn that day and you have to leave early, you're going to be dead miffed if you spent a ton of money on it. So you keep that to a minimum, because, you know, toddlers love to just flip on you and decide that they are possessed with the spirits of 1,000 demons and they want to act out accordingly for the day. And, you know, as they get older, that's when you start doing more things, like they've said. And obviously, if it wasn't all the time, and I do get how it could have crept up on the OP. You should definitely have a talk with this sorry excuse of a father, if anything, just to tell him what you think of him. Oh, I would so be wanting to. I would. OOP. I would, but he is not the civil discourse type of guy, but more of the alpha male beat you up type of person. Why am I not surprised? Why do you pay for her dance classes? Why can't either of Harper's parents do it? Okay, we're beating a dead horse here. We've already heard the reason for this. So the OOP says, I pay for the classes because Emma wanted Harper in the class with her. Harper's father is the type who is, my money is my money and Jennifer's money is their money, and he does not want to make money on classes. Update number 1, June 2nd, 2023, nearly 2 weeks later. So, quite a few people have asked for an update on this situation. Sorry it's taken so long, but it's been a hectic few weeks. As for the updates, Amber and I are fine. Her reaction was based on poor word choices by me, poor communication by both of us, and some things I was unaware of at the time. The short version is, things at home were much worse than I was aware of for Jennifer, and my wife had only recently found out about how bad things were. Mother's Day was the straw that broke the camel's back for Jennifer as well. She was raised in a you must stay together for the kids' family. When Harper came to me for a gift, she realised that her daughter did not see her sperm donor as the father, so it was time to get out. I am so glad. I hope she has actually left and stayed gone. Jennifer came to my wife to ask for help leaving because she had no family in the area. And why did the word area not sound like an actual word then? You can tell it's getting late. And Jennifer does not have the financial resources to leave on her own. So, the night my wife was going to ask me if we could help her is when I told her I was tired of raising someone else's kid. Eek. Oh, that's just such bad coincidental timing, isn't it? That's what caused her reaction. The Saturday after our initial argument, Jennifer did not come over and Emma went to her grandparents. So, the wife and I had a long discussion about what was going on. That's when I found out all the stuff that was going on with Jennifer. The wife and I decided that Jennifer and Harper can stay with us for the time being. My problem was never with those two. It was that I had to take over for the deadbeat, or deadbeat if you prefer. Oh yeah, because they had a little spelling mistake, I think, at the start where they'd put beet as in beetroot. And I did see it, but I decided not to comment on it because honestly, it wasn't very important. When we told Emma about this, she was super happy her friend was staying with her. We had a conversation with her that if she wants to have time with either parent without Harper, just let us know, and we do not want her to feel left out of anything. Last weekend, with the help of a U-Haul and some friends of mine, we got all of Jennifer and Harper's stuff and moved into our house. The good thing is we have a 4-bedroom house, so everyone gets a bedroom. The bad news is my wife's office got moved to the basement. Wish me luck, we shall see how this goes. I hope it works out and that you don't end up with just a lodger you can never get rid of. But honestly, if anyone else ever finds himself in a situation with a partner who is emotionally abusive, whatever, in any way, any shape or form, neglectful as well to your kids that you have together, you are so much better off without them. I know it's hard to leave. It's very difficult to leave, especially when you've been with someone for like years and years, and it's not easy at all. And you're worried about the kickoff. You're worried about what's going to happen when you do leave. You're worried about X, Y, and Z. But I'm telling you now, it is so much better for the kids if you leave. Honestly, don't stay thinking, I don't want to split up the family because of the kids. The kids will do so much better without a toxic person constantly in their environment. Just make sure you have support. Make sure if you need to, you get authorities involved. Make sure everything is logged. Make sure you just keep a diary of anything that happens. Protect yourself and get as far and wide as you can if it's something that you're worried is going to turn physical. But for sure do it, because it'll be the best thing you ever do for yourself. Update 2, 1 year later, May 12th, 2024, 11 months later. So, it's been almost a year since my last update, but with Mother's Day upon us, I thought I would post an update and try to answer the questions I've gotten. Jen and Harper are still living with us. As I mentioned before, Jen did not make that much money. She worked as a phlebotomist for our local health network. The good news is with current nursing shortages, they have a program where they will pay for employees to go to nursing school. She was able to start that in the end of August. The bad news is it's an 18-month program and they will only let you work 20 hours a week while you are in the program. So, the arrangement is when she graduates, she will move out then. That should be next May. The divorce with the deadbeat is still ongoing. Once he found out he was going to have to pay child support, he tried every dirty, nasty trick he could think of. No idea when that will be finished. Why am I not surprised? I bet he flipped his lid when he realised he'd have to pay child support, and now he's got to put money towards the kids' needs and wants. He has no choice, legally. My wife is doing good. She's happy, she is helping her best friend, but 5 people in a house is a lot more work than 3. Since she works from home, the pre- and post-school work falls on her. Emma and Harper are still best friends. Shockingly, Harper is doing much better in this environment than before. They don't do anything together anymore. Harper quit dance class, but she started with soccer. I think knowing that she will get fatherly attention no matter what she is doing has given her freedom to pursue other interests. Harper has turned into my Lego buddy. Emma never had any interest, but Harper and I have done some nice sets together. Emma and I still have our daddy-daughter dates on the weekend. I still take her to dance class, and she started to take fencing class. I don't know if I should be proud or scared that she could defeat me in a sword fight. I mean, a bit of both. I think I'm doing better a year later. That there is a plan with a timetable for Jen and Harper has relieved a lot of stress from my life. That I also don't have to see deadbeat has also been a relief. I also try to take a few hours a month for me time and to do my hobbies. The bad part is I had thought that I was done with my portion of life where I had roommates. It will also be nice when Jen either gets a nursing job and or gets child support so that Amber and I can stop footing the bill for so much. Yeah, I mean, that's still a bit that I'm a bit like, oh, that's not good that you're having to pay for all this. But I mean, kudos for you for doing it and allowing her to leave her ex. But yeah, I could see how that could easily cause a lot of tension. For all the people that said Jen was going to become our sister wife, or that I was going to cheat on my wife with her, what? Why would they saying that? People are weird. Or that she was going to ruin my marriage out of spite, or any of those weird SUL fantasies some of you people had, absolutely nothing has happened. People on the internet are so odd sometimes. Like, what? New update. Update 3, 1 year later, July 10th, 2025. 14 months later from the last update, 2 years from the original post. So, it's been over 2 years now, and I've gotten a few requests for updates, and at this point, I think everything is concluded. So, here is the final update. I hope. Emma, my daughter, is doing great. Still doing dance, still loves the zoo, still best friends with Harper. Harper, Jennifer's daughter, is doing good. Still my Lego buddy. Has gotten into video games. She got a Switch last year, big into Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing. What great taste. I have no idea what the point is to those games, but she must like them. I know way too much about her favourite character, Audie. She is not doing dance anymore. See, I've never played Animal Crossing, but, I've dabbled with a little bit of Stardew. Amber is still killing it at work. At this point, I might be the gold digger in our relationship. Any guy that does not feel comfortable with their wife being the primary breadwinner, I feel sorry for you. She is still stressed out at home because she has a lot of extra work that falls upon her because she is the one at home, because she works from home. She started to run to help relax and, as is typical for her, she excelled at it. Jennifer graduated from nursing school in May. Yay! She just passed her NCLEX exam, which I guess is the exam nurses must pass before they get hired. She said she got the job on a med-surg telefloor. I have no idea what this is, but she sounds excited. Her divorce is done now. Thank goodness. It went quick once Deadbeat got his new girlfriend pregnant. Oh no. That poor kid. Good luck to her. And she insisted that they got married. Shockingly, sarcasm alert, Deadbeat still has no interest in seeing Harper. He has seen her maybe 3 or 4 times in the past 2+ years. Honestly, I think Harper's better off without, to be fair. All I can say is he better be paying child support. The exciting news is that Jen and Harper moved out at the start of July. She rented an apartment, so I finally have my house back. The apartment complex has a pool, so Emma is excited for sleepovers. The first sleepover is tentatively scheduled for this weekend, as long as everything is unpacked. I am also looking forward to a night off, just wife and I. With everything settled and money for the divorce, Jen has started to pay us back. We refused money, but she paid for Amber and I to go to Disney for a Run Disney event this year. It was fine, but a 10K in Florida is not my idea of fun, but my wife had a good time. I'm right there with you, OP. Amber wants to get up to a half marathon. She also paid for us all to go to Disney World this summer. Both girls are super excited. They both can't wait to meet the princesses, and yes, there will be separate hotel rooms for them and us. It sucks that Harper's dad has no interest in her. With them moving out, I have been promoted to cool uncle. I think I'm fine with that role. I am also looking forward to the Disney trip. I have loved Disney since I was a kid. Full disclosure, I fucking hate Disney. And I have hated it since I was a child. But, it's different strokes for different folks, innit? So, down in the comments of the Best of Redditor Updates post, Lenny Licious says, I feel bad for the new kid though, literally. Sure, his daughter is out of the influence for the most part, but now another innocent is being brought into this world with him as their parent. And then Corfiz74 says, and the new wife is in for a rude awakening. I just hope that Jen got the child support settled before the new baby arrived. And then Coco Tapioca says, I will never understand someone who knows their partner doesn't have an active role in their kid's life, and from what sounds like he stayed in the old house, which means he isn't that far away or anything, and thinks, yes, this is the man I will procreate with. Did he spin a yarn about his psycho ex that won't let him see his daughter? How did this woman think that he'd be anything but useless? I mean, you just answered your own question. He would have charmed his way in, saying things like, oh, my ex is an absolute nutcase, she won't let me see my kid, she's awful, she's this, she's that. And people fall for it, unfortunately. It happens. Some people are very good at putting on a face, a mask, and hiding what they really are and who they really are until it's too late. Like, women don't walk into relationships with these losers just purposefully. They're not like, let me date someone who is going to be nasty, abusive, toxic, or just, deadbeat dad. They don't do it on purpose. It's one of those things of like, they hide it until they've got you pinned. Okay, so I think that's all we've got time for today. No ghosts appearing whilst recording this one. Fabulous. Anyway, if you made it all the way to the end, then I appreciate you very, very much. I really need to start reading some comments again. I haven't been doing it just because I've been like so busy, and then I keep forgetting to pick out comments, which is really silly because I read them. I just forget to actually pick one out. And then when I do remember I need to, well, I'm like, oh, I'm not getting my laptop back out again now. I know that's really lazy. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, notifications on. That is your initiation into the Cult of Void. Welcome. Whatever it is you're doing for the day, I hope you have a really good rest of the day. Goodbye.